live. Yeah, but
Banshee.
episode 4, episode 3, I do love the new format we're doing. I think it's fantastic. It's coming out a lot better. And you even said during episode 2 that give us some time. We're getting a feel for things. We're flowing, but this new format I think is way
Yeah.
better.
It's like a new
And
relationship with a chick that has daddy issues. You're not
yeah,
sure how long you have to wait to put it in her butt.
yeah. I mean, we've been
Wait,
there.
what?
I've done that. Oh yeah. So you'll see me with the cursor right here. I'm about to press play right here and
And
go.
go.
All right. So let screen. We're starting. So this episode is called "Half Dead is Better Than," or it's Half Deaf.
No, half deaf is better than all dead.
I'm already starting.
Interesting.
I don't
Interesting.
open this disclaimer, Greg. I'm gonna miss it.
Oh my god, dude, I'm still drinking coffee. Oh, we're starting off strong in this episode.
Yeah. Wish I could share it, kids, but I mean, I'm enjoying watching it. So
Can't you put it on and then like blur stuff later or no? Is
I'm
that
I'm not
nuts?
I'm not that tech savvy, dude.
Oh, okay,
I'm
fair
just
enough. Well, just so everyone knows that we've got a really intense sex scene happening with Anna and her husband, the
yeah. Good,
district attorney.
good old Gordon.
So, and we don't see her fantasizing about anything, but we can probably pretty much imagine that
Yeah,
she's thinking about Hood.
yeah. So they're doing it's from side to
This is
side.
this,
He's
this is why you're just looking at our beautiful avatar and face instead of actually seeing the episode right now because there it is still just full Skinamax happening right
I
now.
mean, yeah, because even it's like you don't see no more boobs yet, but yeah, but actually now you do. Never mind.
Now you do.
I'm not taking that chance with my look.
Oh no, this is naked for a good like full like 2-3 minutes at the opening of this
Yeah,
episode for
I
sure.
I had that time. It was during episode 3 or no episode 2. There's a whole minute just us talking. Like, hey, why don't you guys show anything? Because Hood's banging the smoking hot Rebecca.
Yeah,
It's a
that's lots of stuff happening. That's the great thing about this show. It's equal parts violence. It's got a good story, but it's also got lots and lots of
I mean,
Skinamax.
yeah, that's the Skinamax part. I would say that's just freaking that's dessert. Like I'm already filled up from this how good this show
Yeah,
is. Like
like
you just fuck man.
you've already sold me on it. Like I don't need to be sold anymore on it, but they sure go that extra mile for
Let's
us.
see too, man. This fucking Scotch whiskey with Coke Zero, excellent.
At
Oh boy,
at at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
no, it's right now for me. Oh yeah, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 5 o'clock
Wow.
somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, so I still want to show.
And
All right,
okay, so she's dressed.
okay,
She's
good
done.
enough. There we go.
Okay, they're done. They're done.
Not just
They're
staring
done.
at our weird looking asses, but there we go.
Yeah.
And she's back out in her kitchen.
Crying over Hood. Are you
I
giving it
know.
the full 6 seconds or what?
I'm floating back and forth just because. I mean, I'm
Okay.
so 4 or 5.
All
So
right. Because it looks like you just flash it for a second and remove it.
yeah, I
It
keep
doesn't.
like
It doesn't feel like 6 seconds. It feels like you're
I
just
mean,
giving us a quick
I,
glimpse and then.
I'm trying to I'm trying not to treat like all my ex
I
girlfriends.
Yeah, we are trying to stay ahead of the YouTube copyright gods, but at the same time, I mean, if we're going to show something, we might as well show like a little bit. Not that it's just basically Anna
Yeah,
sitting in her
it's
kitchen
right there.
crying.
Let's count it.
So
There, that was a good 5. There you go. Now we're back to okay. Number again. It's that 42. 42 on the
42.
Okay.
I got to imagine 42 means his
I
age.
just called. Remember now, episode 3. The opening picture showed the albino. That wasn't the opening picture this time.
It wasn't, was it?
No. So yeah. So it's they're pulling a Game of Thrones on
Game
us.
of Thrones
Yeah.
opening thing here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. I'm tracking.
That was 15 again. Yep. So all right.
15 again. 15 is the years he's did in prison.
Mm.
I would imagine. I think that's what it means. I don't know. I
It,
could be.
it, it,
Anybody? Hey, listen. If anybody's watching this and wants to clue us in on this, I really want to know. I
you
am.
know,
We've Googled it. We've tried to figure it out.
yeah.
If anyone knows what the safe code combinations mean, is that
Mm.
68 or 69?
It
Was that
looked like
68 or
6.
60?
It looked like 68.
I think it was
Yeah.
68. So we got 42, 15, 68. I can guess the first two, but again, I'm guessing. So
Mm.
what is the 60? Like, what does that indicate? Like, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. Give him a
Where?
second.
All
So,
right, where are we at?
well, Hood
What's
is he's Apparently, he's escaping some kind of security system. We have the indication that he's stealing something. Which
Yeah, it looks
okay,
like a piece of art on his back.
yeah,
He's on a job and it's gone wrong.
oh yeah.
It has gone wrong. I'm gonna Google.
You think after 15 years, maybe he might be somewhat better at this shit, but
Well, maybe
he's
he's rusty
rusty.
after. Yeah,
That's true.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Oh, there's our buddy. Dun,
There
dun,
he is.
dun. First thing, where's my fucking money? Yeah. So Harrisburg. So the State Museum. So why is Hood
Yes,
in the State Museum for? And what is he stealing? We're getting
he's
some.
stealing art. That thing on his back is a package for art. I know that much.
Yeah.
There was no box in the schematics, Joe.
Hmm.
Oh, so maybe Joe put him up to this job.
Well, he called Job, so Job wasn't
Well,
aware
yeah,
of
but
this.
it seems. I mean, Job could literally be anywhere. Maybe he's at a diner in Harrisburg on standby, being what's called in the robbery business a tail gunner, meaning that
Hmm.
he's out there to watch his back in some kind of a way,
Oh,
cause a distraction. Sometimes a tail gunner in robbery jobs is someone
Behind these
who
walls.
is
I'm
with you
sorry.
on the
I didn't know
job
what they were doing.
yeah. Of course.
and they act like one of the customers. Like, say you go to rob a bank, and the tail gunner would be the someone that's inside the bank,
Yeah.
acting like they're one of the straight customers. And so now Hood's having a flashback
Yeah.
of being locked up in that
Yeah.
frustration.
And the hyperventilating, so it's that
Yeah,
panic attack shit, man, PTSD. Hmm.
Hello?
People
Oh,
can they
she's
can
leaving her
bust
voicemail.
balls and stuff about Fast
Thank
and
you for
Furious, but I even
hours.
still, despite its flaws, the first film, I still like what Vin Diesel said, and I'm sure you felt this yourself, and I've known plenty of people that when he tells Paul Walker, he's like, "Yeah, I did X amount of years." He's like, "I'll die before I go back," and a lot of guys go through that shit. Like they're not going back. Period.
yeah.
I know you just not take a call when I'm trying to save your pasty ass. These guys.
Hey, Mama. Suck any dick yet tonight?
Oh, he said maybe your own. Oh boy.
All right.
Well, the funny part is like it's Joe he has some eyeliner on and some like mascara, but he still like doesn't I mean, it's not like he's full like looking like a female and stuff. He just looks like a guy wearing some
He just looks like,
clothes.
yeah, he's not doing all kinds of extra shit. He's just,
Yeah.
and
Mm,
plus he's lethal, as he
yeah.
proves here.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're making all these jokes about him being a woman, but he isn't. He just seems like you could say a homosexual guy, man.
But through the series, you never see him do any actually overt homosexual acts or anything like
Nah.
that. He makes little cute comments or whatever,
That's
but
why even like, it's like we use terms like, the T word with LGBT, whatever, thousand letters,
yeah,
but he never like you're not actually sure because through our lifetimes. I mean, I'm a little bit younger than you, but like was it transsexual was used in Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it's just these terms have been around for a long time. But you can call him a cross dresser. You're not sure what to call Joe. He just is.
I've got some cool information for you when we go to commercial break.
So yep, it's not he got hyperventilating. Boy, there's the PTSD kicking in and shit. I do love too the fact that you knew the freaking term was a tailgater. You said
Tail gunner, a
tail
tail
gunner, yeah.
gunner.
So
Yeah, that's someone that does one or two things. They can either act like a straight victim along with the other victims of your robbery in case there's a cop inside the mix or some security guard or somebody does something silly, or they can also
yeah,
be used like they act like a victim all the way through till the end of the robbery and they give the police bad information. Uh, conflicting information and that sends
yeah,
the cops on a bad, like, oh, I saw them go north and it was like they had three Hispanic guys in the car, blah blah blah. That's a tail gunner. Also, a tail gunner's job
mm,
might be outside of it,
mm,
working the radio, checking the police scanner, and in this case, hacking into security
Yeah.
systems.
I know, like, we would, different terms of nice fights. I was even telling you, it's kind of funny that I don't know why Hood wouldn't wear a ski mask or something, because it's like, yeah, these guys probably don't know he's going back to Pennsylvania for Banshee, but still, at some point, like, why you take that risk for? Just wear any why yeah, come on, try to hide your
Well,
identity, bro.
obviously the real reason is because we got to see Anthony Starr's face and know who we're dealing with. Um, the other reason could be because he's made an arrangement with Job. Job is going to knock out the security cameras
Yeah.
inside the facility.
I'm just saying, but, I mean, it's like even these guards at some point, just it's why take the risk of somebody recognizing who you are?
Yeah,
Uh,
they're not guards; they're state troopers.
yeah, that's even worse. State troopers, if they just it's just it won't, you want to like you think that somebody who just did 15 years should be more careful of the fact that state troopers now and you're posing as a fucking sheriff in a small town, like the chances, somebody might recognize you at some point.
Yeah. So now we get into what well, with the exception of the opening scene in the first episode, the opening chase scene in New York with the mafia, the Russian mafia chasing.
Yeah,
The exception of that so far, I think this is like our biggest, most expansive, epic action set piece in the show so far, is it not?
yeah.
Would you say so?
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
Because in terms like, I mean,
Hood running through the streets of
yeah.
the state capitol from these cops, like making a desperate getaway on foot.
Well, because all the scenes so far, I mean, him and the Sanchez there, that's just a straight out fist fight and stuff. And all
Right.
he's had like a lot of quick fights during the past few episodes. But as you said, 2 and 3, there wasn't big action chases or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So you said, and this is a pretty lengthy scene. I mean, what we're 12 minutes into recording, and he's still going at it, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, this is quite the scene.
yeah, he's got the whole fucking police force after him too.
Yeah. He's definitely cornered.
Yeah, even somebody as grizzled and I guess trained and stuff as him. It's people you run a risk about panicking versus thinking smart because you're being surrounded right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is not looking good right now.
No,
He's going balls to the wall.
yeah,
Couple state trooper cruisers behind him. The possible exits blocked off.
his
I
credit
mean,
too.
he is.
He's pretty goddamn fast. So
Yeah, yeah, he's in good shape to be doing all this.
yeah,
So now it's nothing but an empty street. I wonder if the state capitol street is really that empty in the wee hours.
I mean, well, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but at the state capitol, I know here the state capitol here, in Topeka, Kansas, would not be that empty
Yeah.
this time of night.
Well, he's still in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh, yeah.
Harrisburg would be now. How far Banshee is? I think I've said this before. Like, are they in Banshee, which I'm assuming is a made up town?
No,
Are they supposed to be close enough to Harrisburg to for her to just hop in the family SUV and go and to change the put a fake
mm,
tag on it and go chase after him like this? Like that's crazy. So Hood shoots out the tires of one of the state trooper cars
yeah,
and causes a good getaway. I think you might be like, I think you're like 2 seconds ahead of me.
okay, yeah. Well, you said we're still in a. I mean, I'm looking at sugar.
Yeah. All right. I'm on a break. I'm on a break.
Okay, I'll pause right here for you.
Okay.
Okay,
So since we're on a break, I did some digging into this and I had to
yeah,
make very specific instructions into the Google machine. So the number I was just so everyone's aware, Lord of Toxicity was completely wrong, but that's okay because the information I found is pretty cool. So the numbers on the dial of the safe 42 indicates the amount of deaths that occur during the first season. So there will be, by
wow,
the time the season is over, 42 deaths. So I guess it's a foreshadowing thing. 15 is the numbers he spent in prison. So I was right about that one. And 68 Can you guess what the 68 is? I will buy you a bottle of anything you want within
S-
reason if you can guess
68.
68.
Fuck, 68. I
Even if you just come close.
damn. 42. I I don't know, man. I can't think of it.
Think about how it. Okay, I'm looking at sugar now. I'm looking at
Okay,
sugar.
I'll put it back up. Right now, I'm looking at there's a wide shot of cars.
Now there is, yeah.
Okay, I'll show. So we're right here.
Don't worry about sugar. He's one of us.
Yeah. I mean, you might be like half a second off for me,
That's
but
fine.
we're
Yeah.
pretty close. It's
So
pretty
all right.
close.
So what's the 68 now? It's gonna fucking bug me with that.
You want to wait till the next break, or do you want me to tell you now?
Oh no, it's gonna irk me.
Okay. 68 is Revelations 6:8, spoken by Kai Proctor in episode 1-7, which we haven't gotten to yet.
Oh
Behold,
Christ!
a pale rider.
Wow, I fuck would not have thought that at all. Like it's
Neither did I. To be
yeah,
fair, neither did I.
yeah. I mean,
What is it with you?
for the fruit flies that way.
She's
Yes.
one of those people that's hotter with her clothes on than with her clothes off, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, right now she's asking why he's doing this for. She's like, you're still the same thrill seeker you were 15 years ago. Like, what's the point in doing this?
I mean, to be fair, I have the same question.
Yeah,
What is he doing that for?
the plot thickens. Yeah, go sugar. He's like,
Sugar is the Alfred to his Batman for show.
he,
I'll fight anyone who says different.
he's like, what? Sheriff wasn't good enough.
Yeah, you got a state trooper outfit on.
But he's like, yeah. Hood says when the job goes south, leave the tick behind. He's like, that was all for nothing then. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, what's the point of that? That's not going to help you.
Yeah.
I mean, I
So,
guess technically, well, I guess I can
uh,
sort of see some logic in it, but
all
so we
that
got more
PTS.
flashbacks. So you
Yeah.
can see that the prison stay that he had is really weighing on him. Ooh, you
Yeah.
clipped that just in time. Or
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if they really I don't know if they showed anything.
No, I just see it
So
was. Yeah.
so we see a little bit of progression. Hood is still sleeping on the floor as opposed to his bed, but he's not waking up and going for like huge runs
Yeah.
with a panic attack sitting in. So he's made some progress, if nothing else.
Yeah. It's nice. Anna and her husband.
And her husband is suspicious.
He's looking at like nothing. What's going on? What's out here? The awkward silence is like something's going on.
Gotta love those awkward silences.
I had to Google too. Banshee is actually a fictional town. Shit.
I kind of thought as much. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess we're supposed to believe that they're within, they're close enough to the state capital that she could conceivably swap the plates and then haul ass
Yeah.
and get up there to come help him.
Hey, look, it's the pissed off wife.
It's the pissed off wife of the guy that he shot dead.
Hmm.
A little more foreshadowing here.
But she's warning him.
I wonder why.
I she's like, the question is, why aren't you scared? It's a goddamn hood. That's why.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I've had a busy week.
Why aren't you scared? It's like, you know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, you know who you're talking to, lady?
Funny that way. Sheriff, you
Fucking Brock's always busting his balls.
Yeah, Brock is just constantly like little slick comments.
Yeah.
You sure you want to show up to work looking that way, sheriff? Like, dude, what's the point of being the sheriff if you can't wear whatever you want?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Brock's a little bit too hardcore with the situation. What's even more so, look at the history, right?
Schumacher.
Is that like all the fucking previous sheriff's been bought off by Kai. Don't you want somebody new? Somebody's different? Something change up, stir the pot and shit.
Hmm.
So
I
yeah,
mean, a good story doesn't work unless there's some kind of conflict.
yeah.
So,
So we have the senator's here talking about a lacrosse stick in his bed, and he ain't happy.
No, I don't imagine he
No way.
is.
She's got his lacrosse stick in our bed.
I'm like, he's like, I'm not here for your sympathy. I want justice. He's
I
like,
mean, to a degree, unbeknownst to him, they already got justice because the guy that gave the bad batch of dope is dead.
yeah,
Proctor took care of him.
I like the
Now, of
whole,
course, they have no way of knowing that.
ooh, this happened to your town, Sheriff Hood. He said, this blood is on your hands. Of course, he's an angry father, so
He is an angry father.
yeah. And this was the whole thing with freaking Kai, freaking feeding a goddamn guy's finger to a dog. Like this is what Kai didn't want to happen.
Right. He didn't want this kind of heat brought down on local law enforcement
Yeah.
about, you know,
Which is why, I mean, on a side note, I always loved that, people it was so glamorized, movies like The Godfather and stuff, and I heard that years later, certain people in those circles weren't exactly happy because what makes these people so powerful often is, like, the anonymity and not knowing about them and stuff, and you're kinda like you're telling the whole world, like, "Hey, the mafia exists. Hey, the mafia's in New York. Hey, this
yeah,
is."
that was a lot of people's problem with John Gotti. He was way too public
That's
and
from
let way too many people in
that's where that baddie came
on
from.
the situation.
Yeah,
There's actually a really cool if you have Paramount Plus, there's a really cool show devoted to that with Miles Teller
mm,
as the guy that developed the Godfather novel into the big screen. It's
yeah,
really well done. Miles Teller acts his ass off in that. It's pretty
yeah,
interesting watching this show about the '70s, and you get
I
these
know
cool
about her.
little characters
Play Papa Warner.
on it.
Too
yeah.
smart
So
time, but
Tell you,
nice.
Miles Teller, man, he's that guy's coming to his own. I'm really becoming a bigger fan over the years.
yeah,
Almost little side note too. It's I was listening to Drinker Super Chat. And someone's like, "Hey, Drinker, how'd you like Burn Notice?" And he's like, "You know what? I stopped getting into it because I watched the first couple seasons. I did like Burn Notice, and I never forget Michael Weston. He talk about commandos, and says military guy. When Michael does his breakdowns of the military and being a spy, he said that commando. The movies think it's like this invincible one man army and stuff, and guys go in there and just like you're bulletproof. And when in reality, commandos are the guys that you don't hear about.
right, right.
Well, no, I love to watch some time. I think I watched every episode of Burn Notice. I fucking love that show. And
I love that show as well.
Drinker and Drink.
Plus I Michael Weston and I grew up in the same place, and we
Really?
were both in the army. Yeah.
Yeah.
He grew up like 5 miles from me. That
Yeah.
not the actor. The
Yeah.
actor's from Boston,
Yeah.
but the character Michael
So,
Weston grew up 5
Yeah.
miles away from where I grew up.
I like I still like Jeffrey Donovan too. I think he's still
I'm
out
on a
there.
commercial break. I'm on a
Okay.
commercial break.
Pause right now. Yeah, I've always liked Jeffrey, of course, and Bruce Campbell. I like when he did the Burn Notice made for TV movie with Bruce Campbell when he was like 20 years ago and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that was a cool show. I was really into it when it came out.
yeah.
I had a Razor flip phone like that. I have some thoughts on that. I would definitely be up for a rewatch with that.
Oh yeah.
Um, my only issue with that is I think they spent way too much time on the Burn Notice conspiracy and not enough time. I like the different adventures, the
Yeah.
helping out people every single week, and I sort of agree with Fiona where she was like, "Listen, we're making good money and we're helping people. Like, what is the big deal? Who cares
Yeah.
about the CIA and all that stuff?" And really,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, why do you need to care? And I like the spoiler alert for Burn Notice, but I like the reveal. All right, I'm back on there in the car,
Okay.
and
Wait, is it?
the deputy,
Let me
the
share
what is
it.
the black deputy's name?
Where
Is it
the
right here?
Boston race collect their unemployment.
No, not quite there yet. I'm
Okay.
not quite there yet.
I'll pause for two
Hang on.
seconds. So,
There,
one, two.
and now I'm right there. I'm
Okay,
there.
gotcha. I
What is
can't
the
forget
black
his name.
deputy's name?
He hasn't
Oh,
he's only
okay.
been like 2 scenes. That's I keep forgetting his name because he's barely in it.
Well, he gets to shine a little bit in this episode.
Yeah.
This is great. This is great right here. This is great.
I miss it, sorry. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Don't worry, guys, his wife is white."
As I've heard it said, Anthony Starr doesn't play Homelander. Homelander plays Anthony Starr. We even get a Homelander reference here in a second. Hang on, here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the fuck I
Boom.
want.
Got him.
I'm I'm hood. I can go wherever the fuck I want. Just like Homelander, I go where the fuck I want. I saw that on TikTok where they clipped that scene with a scene from The Boys
He's
with him doing that.
He's Deputy Emmett.
Emmett. Okay,
Emmett,
Emmett.
yeah,
Okay,
Emmett
cool. Is
Yoners.
Emmett his last name or his first name?
No, Emmett Yoners. So Yoners is his last
Okay.
name. Yeah,
Okay, so we'll just say Emmett because I'm not trying to say
yeah.
Yoners.
He was in The Rookie too with Nathan Fillion, which I did like this show initially, but started getting kind of.
He was? Who was he in that?
I'll have to look it up. It says he's part of the IMDb. So
Okay. Because I've watched the first season of The Rookie and I don't remember him from
I did like the first 2 seasons of The Rookie, but eventually started getting to the whole like boy
Woke.
once once BLM became a thing, they did a whole shift in their storytelling.
Really?
It became like just that's like every episode.
Oh
It started getting,
wow.
yeah.
That sucks. Yeah,
So
I have it on who I have Hulu, so um oh, he said the N-word. Oh wow,
yeah, I'm
that's
definitely
crazy.
I'll bleep that out just because I don't want to,
You think it's possible like they could do a show right now and have that in there?
Oh, definitely. They could. It's we always said studios can do what they want. It's a matter of like everybody. Like I said, how many times have they tried to cancel Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, Ricky Gervais? You can do things. It's just the company just having the fucking balls to do it.
Yeah.
That's why we still have South Park every single fucking year.
That's true. That's
They
true.
every year they try to cancel South Park, and it's like you can't. And Always Sunny's doing pretty good still. It's like stop catering to the class. What are they gonna do? What 5 assholes on Twitter were offended by the N word? Okay, and what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
That's why I say I still love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's like I'll say what was it? His last special. People are gonna do a Netflix walkout because he was
Can't
cracking
tell
on
you.
the T in the LGBT. Okay,
Didn't
one
really
person
wind
walked
up
out
in
at
his
Netflix. Okay,
fuck, man.
I think you're about a second and a half ahead of me.
all right. So yeah, so he's talking to one of Kai's guys here. So yeah, I fell asleep behind some crates. Like around midnight, I'm hearing things. There's the boss himself. That weird quiet dude with the bow tie. Oh, and he
What is
said,
that dude's what is his name?
"Well, it's funny that he said carrying something in a tarp. That was a post credits scene for episode 2. I was telling you about.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know that
Yeah.
unless you actually watched the after credits scene.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
If I would, and again, like we've talked about before, and I'm sure we'll say it
I
again,
can
like
help
if
you.
when I
Avoiding
first binge watched
playing
this, it was all on
bullshit.
DVD,
Bullshit.
and I
yeah,
just, yeah, I
Parker
don't
never did
think I
himself.
watched those scenes, and whether or not they were even available, I have no idea. I don't know what I was watching.
yeah,
I don't know if I was watching just a regular cut version. Was I watching a director's cut on it? Did they have deleted scenes? Have they added those deleted scenes to the current streaming thing?
yeah.
I have
Oh,
no way of
so
knowing.
right there, and that's the funny part. So he's showing Hood on his phone, which is the fucking post credit scene for episode 2.
An Oscar for best.
Ah, okay.
That's awesome. Of course, when he's seen that in time pre, all he's seen was Kai and his henchman there, but he was fucking underneath the staircase with his phone out. Like
Yeah.
he's like, he's like, you guys gonna you guys gonna protect me, right? It's like, yeah, they're not gonna protect you, dude. I get the fact that this guy is we'll call him a Yahtzee because again, YouTube. I'm not sure if we can say what the
Confirmed
term
that it's
anymore. I
Yahtzee.
don't know,
Yeah,
but
just say Yahtzee
yeah,
and know that when we say Yahtzee on this show, because there's going to be lots of Yahtzee action,
yes,
especially in season 2 and 3,
yeah,
um, and a
that's
main former Yahtzee character.
mm,
When we say Yahtzee, we mean Yahtzee with an N. So
uh-huh.
let's just establish that
Well,
right now.
because I've been on YouTube enough, listened to enough live streams, I've seen other people use the term Yahtzee for that reason. So, but
All right.
it's
Well,
got
fair enough.
yeah.
Sure. Can I have a moment?
So yeah, the senator wants blood.
Yeah.
It's also kind of fucked up, man. Like you don't feel sympathy for that guy, but also this is why people don't work with the cops for because you're gonna protect me, right, from Kai? Nah. So why? What's my motivation for helping you then?
I mean, they gave it their best shot, but they certainly didn't send their best deputy to protect him. They sent Lotus. So I
Yeah,
mean, what are you gonna do?
yeah.
My wife was pretty pissed.
Senator, he wants blood. He wants more than just
Pretty good. You know, this is where I start to really see Gordon as like a
oh,
pretty
sorry,
cool
Gordon.
guy.
I thought it was like the senator. I was flipping
No,
back and
it's
forth.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
This is where I start to really see Gordon as a good guy. He's just, you know, he's not trying to like pull rank on what he thinks is the sheriff.
yeah,
He's not trying to pull rank. He's not trying to be a dick. He's just like, you know, hey, listen, my wife is pissed because it's our daughter and she's only 15,
yeah,
confirming what Hood already knew.
yeah,
You know, I'm not trying to step on your toes. You know,
yeah,
just, you know, hey, you got to do what you got to do. The case went cold. Go get him. I got your back. This is where I start to really like, and it
yeah.
also helps that I saw that he has the anchor and globe on his shoulder because he's a Marine.
Not to mention,
Uh,
I can't help but think that if I met a woman, get married to her, and her ex boyfriend shows up 15 years later, disguised as a fucking sheriff.
yeah,
So,
I mean, I kind of feel like that's probably a really, really isolated incident, but
yeah, so
hey,
yeah,
you
it's
never
like,
know.
oh, I gotta show this right here. Too bad we didn't have Dark
Yeah,
Hour with us.
we got to get Dark Hour to tell us what this thing is. We got to send a
You
screenshot
know what?
or at least a clip of this and say, Dark Hour, what is this thing that he's using? I mean, I'm sort of familiar with it. It's some sort of training post where they do the different Muay Thai moves or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Thank God this thing called the internet, and he's actually online right now. So let's see if I can get him on, or I can talk to him real quick.
yeah. Here's a question. Do you think that he's purposely doing this so they walk in on him doing this so that he can explain
What for?
the his knuckles being messed up?
Murder.
I mean, Kai is Kai ain't stupid, so it
I mean,
wouldn't
he's
surprise
playing
me.
chess while everybody else is playing checkers.
Yeah, Kai's a beast. I just like the foreboding too of like with Kai, like
That's a great line. I haven't seen Hanson in quite some time, and Hood says,
yeah.
"Yeah, that's a side effect of killing somebody."
You'll get over it.
And of
Look
course,
at all this.
there's the boats, dude. The boat's eye,
The bow
just
tie guy just immediately goes into attack mode like a pit bull,
exactly. He was just like,
and Kai's just like, "Yeah, step. It's all right. Stand down. It's fine."
oh, there are some good scenes with Hood and Kai. He's like, can we get on with this? And Kai's covered in sweat, and just Hood's just staring at him like, uh,
I gotcha. Like I gotcha.
yep, he's there to arrest Kai, but he gives him the credit. Lets Kai put his shirt on. He zips up his vest, and this to me is just all nothing but a fucking pissing match.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that he's not a real cop because he cuffs him in the front.
Uh,
A real cop would not do that, especially on a felony murder
yeah,
Good job
arrest.
so far.
casualness of Kai in the back.
I love how slick and smooth Kai is, which is
Yeah,
he's on his way to jail for murder on a murder charge. And he's like, "Hey, so how you liking the town so far? Pretty good."
he said it right there too. He said, "Deputy Yawners mentioned your right
Yeah,
to remain silent." Oh shit! And their car just got
T-boned and knocked
damn.
off the hill.
Yep.
I gotta tell you, man. All right, I'm on a commercial break.
I was gonna
I
say
gotta tell you,
that seems like a
I
perfect time for a commercial. Is after
I
that scene.
know. Right after it was like right after the car went down the hill. I gotta tell you, this is still surprising to me, especially during this rewatch. These redneck dummies taking on taking on the town's most powerful gangster and the town sheriff and one of his deputies all in one shot. That's pretty ballsy or really stupid.
Stupid. I was gonna say pretty
Yeah,
fucking stupid,
stupid.
but these rednecks here they're not the smartest.
No, they are not.
So I
For
would
some for some idiot brother that I mean, do we even care about that guy? Like,
yeah, really. So right now, this is where I pause it. This is what I'm looking at right there. So whenever you're ready.
Okay, I will tell you when I'm there. I
Yep.
will say there.
But yeah, so the scene is set up where friggin' Sheriff Hood and his deputy and Kai just got T-boned by a big ass truck, and the friggin' car got knocked down
I'm
to a ravine.
just about there. Hang on,
So
and go, 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 go.
okay,
They're dragging him away from the wreckage.
yep, right there.
Yep,
Look at that fucking timing. Goddamn, we're good.
we are good. We're
Yeah.
getting it.
So Kai is tied up and stuff. I like even too, like with the captions on it says Lucas cough. So even the captions are now calling him Lucas Hood.
Yes,
So
yes, yes. I mean, to be fair, what else are they going to call him?
I'm saying, remember, details matter.
Details do matter.
Fucking love that.
That's true.
So yeah, so these guys they didn't expect Proctor to be in the back seat. They were after Hood, not Proctor. So Proctor's oh that's not
Not every one of my brothers.
your brother fucking deserved it.
Yeah, and he cried like a baby too. Oh, Proctor, what a great villain he
Yeah.
is.
Well, Proctor knows this is a temporary situation. Proctor's got fucking
Even if it isn't, he ain't gonna bow to these
yeah,
guys.
got no fucks given. Proctor's a boss. You laughing, son? The fuck you laughing at? He's a dead man.
I like that the other brothers are upset and scared because they got Proctor. It's okay. We're gonna kill this cop and maybe leave this other cop to die. But messing with Proctor, that's a dangerous situation.
I'd say, "No, you're a boss." He's like, "But Proctor?" He's like, "Dude, you know, we we have families." Like,
They're in the deal!
dumb bastards.
God is just saving us a trip.
Uh-huh. No, he's not. Yeah, but that says a lot about your character when you guys are not scared to kill a sheriff, but you're scared to fuck with Proctor. Like, whoa,
Right.
shit. Hood taking some damage, but it's not his first. Oh, he's fighting
Typical
back.
Hood rising to the occasion.
Fight him. Get him, buddy. Ooh, slice his ear off. Yep. There you go. Stab him right in the thigh.
Kai coming in with the assist, kicking the
Yep.
gun out of the other redneck's hand.
Yep. Look at that. Got him.
Well, now what are we gonna do?
Yeah. Hood's like, you gonna kill a cop? Come on. Like you said right here, this is when Hood comes out as being the criminal versus the cop because a cop basically Hood Hood is gonna let these guys go, and a cop wouldn't do that
Mhm.
shit.
Showed up. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
You and your brothers,
Yeah. That's not a sheriff talking right there.
And this is where we start to see Kai look at this and question, who is this guy I'm dealing with? Because he certainly don't sound like any cop I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because this is the kind of deal that Kai would make in this situation.
Yeah.
So we got Emmett coming in clutch with the shotgun. Now
get the
this is the
fuck
point where
out
it'd
of
just be
here.
like he'd arrest them all anyway.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. He lets them walk. I mean, hell, in their minds, even with the damage they sustained, they could call this a victory. They got to go fuck
Yeah.
up the sheriff and a little bit of Kai Proctor. I don't like their chances for Proctor not getting any get back later, but
Yeah. Walk back to the hospital, bitches.
oh, Marcus.
He fucking had his ear. He threw his ear at him. Fucking Hood. Now, now I wonder
And
because he's like, you let them go. He's like, I'm prioritizing. Like, so
Yeah,
I,
Emmett's definitely smelling something rotten in Denmark as well.
yeah. I mean, I look at it in terms of numbers. Yes, Emmett's got a shotgun, but you're still outnumbered, guys. And it's just, I think it's more tactful to let them guys go and fight another day. That's just smart thinking.
I wouldn't have.
what did you do to my client? He's been assaulted. God, wait.
Yeah.
You've been assaulted.
Totally missed opportunity
Yeah.
with them. What happened to you guys? I would have been like car trouble.
Yep.
God, I'm
Hood.
good.
Hood puts that. Hood fucking puts the lawyer against the thing, against the wall. Quiet. Fucking boss. Don't even
Don't
ask.
even ask. What are they going to say happened to the squad car?
Yeah, really.
Squad car's at the bottom of the ravine. Up.
Oh, I
Well,
mean,
I mean, I think you could show that.
maybe. So, what's she doing right now? Boy, she's
What is she doing right now?
she's
Well,
enjoying
you can
some.
show a little bit of this so that at least they know
Mm,
where we're at. Go ahead,
she's
just real
showing
quick.
some. Oh yeah.
There we go. Okay,
Oh yeah.
there we go.
Well, there wasn't no nipples, so it's fair
Yeah, I
use.
think we're good. We're good. Yeah. So if you remember, we're still on the same
Mm,
day. So earlier in the day, Gordon was giving it to her and hasn't quite hit the right spot yet. So
yeah.
she needs to have a little bath and some imagination time with Hood.
She's pouring some wine, drawing a bath. She's damn getting flashbacks of. And it's funny is like you said before, if you notice that her flashbacks aren't in black and white, and Hood's flashbacks are in black and white.
Right,
That,
because
that
that's how he sees things.
yeah, because that one flashback with them getting arrested, I thought it was Hood, but it wasn't. It was her. It was from
Right.
her point of view. I was like, oh shit, dude,
Right.
good callback. See, I can't show this, but they're having some tender moments where a necklace is involved, and they were in love, and she had a different haircut. She was a brunette, and while she's thinking about Hood, she's doing something right now. She's taking the shower nozzle, and she's putting it somewhere. Damn, that's a that's a toxic relationship right there.
Big time.
I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened before where a woman she'll divorce her husband for an ex-boyfriend. So been 15 years and she remembers it like it happened yesterday. Well, it's funny with flashbacks. You notice that the flashbacks, they try to show Anthony Starr being younger. He's fully clean shaven because it makes you that
Mm,
appearance of like you look younger. Because like you said, she has the brunette hair to look younger. But how do you make him look like he's 15 years younger? Make him clean shaven and baby faced.
mm.
So,
I mean, to be fair, I think even now in the boys, I think he looks kind of baby faced to me. But
oh, I'm just saying. Just in terms of like the stubble that he has, it makes the appearance of he's gotten older. So
yeah,
I do all the time. If I do a full shave, people think I dropped 10 years. Oh damn, wish I could show that.
wow. Oh, she's serious now.
So she comes out the bathtub and she's fully wet. She
Like
has
she's super naked,
she
super naked.
she had suds on her booty and poor good old Gordon, Gordon, Gordon.
Gordon's like, all right, we can make this work.
She has a request of Gordon, and he's like he's happy to oblige. Damn, curse
Yeah,
you, curse you,
this
YouTube for not.
there's not going to be much we're going to be able to show in this episode because there is a lot of sex happening in this episode, man.
I mean,
This is like a softcore porn.
I need some more
All
alcohol
right,
for
here we
this
go.
scene.
Now
All right,
now we
let
can
me
do a
share
little
this
something
now.
here.
All right, I
Yeah,
feel bad.
we're back at the forge.
Yep,
Hood is eating his lunch, which reminds me, I need to eat my lunch.
I mean so.
Late lunch. Late lunch. Yeah, your liquid lunch.
Oh yeah, so yeah, good old sugar in that hat. Yeah, so just
So
He
if we
did.
go by the timeline, a thought occurred to me. If we go by the timeline of the show, if we understand that that's present day, what we're looking at right now, then 15 years ago, apparently the robbery and him getting arrested happened in the late 90s, like 98.
Okay. Yeah.
So just to give it some perspective.
It's always a curse movies, isn't it? Like this movie, like or this TV show, you could think it was filmed in 2023, but the only way you know this because they don't have smartphones yet. Like, you still have flip phones.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can tell because they're using Blackberries and stuff. So
Yeah. But overall, that's the beauty. That's what people like. They like fantasy for. It's like Lord of the Rings. Besides some CGI, you could say has been updated. You could watch Lord of the Rings 200 years from now and never know when it because it doesn't exist in our world. So,
yeah. So we're getting a little plot heavy now with Sugar saying, "Hey, whatever you got going on next,
I
robbery
went in.
wise, I want in." And Hood telling him, "No, I don't want that for you.
Yeah,
I want you to." And his justification is, "I'm 56 years old. Jesus, he's not much older than me."
I'm black. I'm
And
black.
Yeah, I'm black and I'm a felon. And what am I going to do? Spend my days pouring drinks and breaking up fights? Which I have said to you previously on our previous watch. Hell, that sounds like a pretty good freaking retirement for me. I'd be happy to have that.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me. I'm okay with that.
So
I'll
yes.
pour. I mean, hell, that's what I do now. Except I just don't. I don't own my own place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Sugar's like, do you have a skill set? So, of course, two old buddies. Look at that. Think over shots. Ah, God damn it. See, alcohol brings us all together. Wow.
alcohol brings us together and it tears us apart. Alcohol, the cause and the solution to all of life's problems.
I'm so glad you said it.
I
The wisdom of
have a
holding.
I used to have a beer mug that said that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah,
So she gave him the good and put his ass to sleep.
oh yeah.
She's like, yeah, because
We've
that's
all
twice in one day. That's pretty good for a retired
we've
Marine.
we've all been there. He is knocked the fuck out.
Or is he? Or is
Yeah, he
he?
did. He's reaching over.
Break, pause for the cause.
Okay. So yeah, let's see a lot of boy, this episode, this is the
This is
episode.
why I like doing these rewatches with you because and I've said this before and I'm very likely to say it again, but I am catching stuff that I did not catch on my original watch.
Yeah,
Like I've said, we are passing around the DVDs. Um, I'm fairly certain I watched it in order. I maybe an episode or two got jumped out of rotation. It's always possible. I was getting heavy, like at the time, the algorithm on YouTube had Banshee like all over the place, probably in no small part because I was watching the show. But yeah, I see so much more watching these, rewatching these with
yeah,
you. I'm back on, and they are at the
okay.
forge, and
Uh,
Lucas is walking towards
is it
his
right here?
apartment. Yep, right there. Yep,
Awesome.
right there. He's walking towards his apartment, I guess, or what would you call it? His loft? I don't know what.
Yeah,
Oh no,
loft
he's got
is
a. Oh, he's
no.
stopping to take a piss on the side of the
Yeah,
building. There
good
you
point.
go.
But that I would call that a loft. I wouldn't call that apartment. So,
Okay, so he's not even bothering to wait. He's
well,
just like, yeah, I'm gonna take a piss.
this is always a beauty of having a second or third person sometimes. And I've said to myself that even the drink or anybody, like you may watch something and you get a second opinion, and you'll notice things. A friend of yours can notice things you didn't pick up on.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, absolutely.
that's why I like having you for military stuff because you know more obviously than I'll ever know about military.
Well, I like having you for
Situations.
YouTube stuff because you know more about YouTube than I'll ever know.
We need Dark Hour for his kung fu shit.
Yeah, we just need. Yeah, I wish we could finish out the trifecta, but in all fairness, he's busy as shit. So the moody widow is back to give him a an update on the guys that he spared, or I don't know
Where he
what
is.
is she there for? Oh, and he just dropped the name of the episode, I guess in reference to the moody brother that he cut the ear off. He says better half deaf than all dead. Very
Yep.
clever. And she asks him why he didn't just kill him. He says, "I'm not a killer." That's an interesting statement, especially
Yeah.
if you've seen the entire series.
Yeah. So he took a quick drag off a cigarette. He's not a smoker, but these situations.
He's asking the question where we'd be asking, "Why are you here? What do you want?" I think we know what she wants. Yep.
Yep.
And we go right into it, and she is being extremely aggressive. For anyone who's keeping score, this is the third present day sex scene of the episode because not counting any flashback stuff.
Damn, he is a
And he is aggressively
god damn.
he
I'm
is aggressively taking care of
I'm
business.
I'm jealous. Holy shit.
I am jealous as well.
Right there. He's just
I
it's
I
just
I
his
am.
shirt off, guys, no nudity. And she's looking too. Considering she just fantasized about him too.
She goes to take her seatbelt off, thinking this is a sort of invitation. Then she sees the
Yeah,
other chick doing the walk of shame.
yeah. Isn't it always funny, the hypocrisy though? It's like, it's she's not showing it, but deep in her mind, she's somewhat jealous of this, but you're just fucking your husband. Why upset that he's getting laid?
For the second time that day.
Yeah, but I've had ex-girlfriends do that shit to me. They break up with you for another guy, then they're pissed off. You got a new girlfriend? Well, shit, you've been banging some other guy behind my fucking back for the past 3 months. Like,
Yeah,
come
well,
on.
women's logic does not match Earth logic, much less men's logic, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I love
So
this
we
scene.
got the deputy dealing with Kai singing in the jail cell, harassing her. And as obnoxious as that may possibly be, sleeping on guard duty, not a good look. Not a good look. I'm
Yeah,
I'm not super happy with you, Siobhan Kelly. This is very unprofessional. You don't sleep on guard duty.
yeah. Well, I mean, Kai is, but he's locked up in the jail, so he's not going to get out, right?
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You can't sleep on guard duty. I was a prison guard for 8 years. You can't sleep on guard duty.
Yeah, but
That's crazy. Here we got
yeah.
Doogie Howser Mayer showing up. You are not giving him 6 seconds, man. You are just giving him a quick, like, two
that
second
was that
flash.
was that was 4 seconds. I'm counting.
All right.
Goes by
You
fast too.
how are you what are you counting? Are you going one, two, three,
I'm
four?
I'm
You should
I'm looking.
I
I'm looking
should
at.
I'm getting
Ready?
you a stop. I'll get you a stopwatch and
Check this
send it
out.
to you.
I'm looking at
Please.
the. It
I'll
says
find you a
live up
stopwatch.
there. Like,
I'll
watch
send you a stopwatch.
at 52:30. I'm gonna count to 6 seconds. Get ready.
All right.
Hold on a second. Right now, the mayor's talking to Kai. So okay, right here.
Something on your mind, son? Don't call me son.
6 seconds.
Got right there.
You were a little behind. You were a little behind.
I mean,
You go 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3,
well, I'm
1,000,
going by
4,
because right now
1,000.
it says we're live. So we're at 52 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to 36 seconds exactly, and I cut it off. So yeah, so there's a good scene between Kai and the mayor. You know, the mayor from middle school.
Yeah, Mayor Doogie Howser.
So yeah, he's not scared of Kai. Give,
Well, whether or not he's scared of him is subjective, but he's definitely getting in Kai's face, giving him his best. But I mean, look at
yeah,
this kid. This kid doesn't even look like he's old enough to shave yet. How could you be worried about
For
him?
someone
yeah.
like you, a boy who will never really be a man.
Damn.
Right.
We usually hear blood on this town. Oh yeah, Kai just easily.
Yeah, this is why
It's
you
like,
don't sleep. This is why you don't sleep on guard duty.
yeah,
Yes, he's in a jail cell, but look what he's doing. He's choking the
damn.
mayor out. Blue
He's like,
collar.
it's like, just I that it's like your father was barely a man. He was weak. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to break it up there.
Yeah,
Oh
good
yeah.
good job showing up. Did you just wake up? Did you just wake up, Siobhan? Oh, we didn't interrupt your beauty sleep, did we, princess?
you know, you'll
Oh,
forgive her though.
I would fire her. I would fire her. If she was one of my soldiers and she was on guard duty, I would fire her in a heartbeat.
I mean, she can get one way back into your good graces. So
I don't do stuff like that. Except when I do.
so you're a better man than me.
Huh. I've never done that except when I did.
Look at this for her. So Kai, he's facing the charges. You want to discuss bail now? And funny is, Kai's father shows up. Now, the same
That's
guy who,
interesting. And
yeah,
I'm gonna ask this question.
Yeah.
Uh, did is the father showing up in moral support or in hopes to see Kai go down?
God damn it! Stop asking me these questions. I'm too drunk.
All right, I'm sorry.
Um,
I thought we were here to discuss the show. My bad, dude. What's
um,
your what's your I know, Ike. Let's have a spelling contest.
Jesus. That's a very good question. I mean, it's like I said, it's for their religion and stuff and the way they shun people. His dad is constantly popping up, even though, but he won't say a word to his son. He ignores his son, but yet he does things like this. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. I think that it's a father's love where it's like he may. It's weird.
You know
He's still,
what? I like that they leave it ambiguous. I'm totally fine with that.
dude, dude, the fucking bow tie guys. I brought Rorschach with me. Already
Yeah.
working on it. Like, dude, he's got no fuck. He doesn't blink. It's fucking freaking me out, man.
Yeah, he doesn't blink. He's like a salamander.
That manly bow tie. You gotta have a character like that. Dude's got fucking glasses and a fucking suit and a bow tie. That's serial killer written all over it. Holy shit.
I think this is the first time we see him smile in the entire
Yeah.
series so far.
He did smile in episode 3 at one point when after he got done banging the Amish chick, Kai's niece, he was smiling.
Was he?
Uh-huh.
Or are you just saying that?
No, I was editing the video today. Yeah, he smiled after that. He's talking to you know, yeah, I'd smile too after that. Come on.
But genuinely, just to be
$750,000 for
happy,
my
to see him
grown-up
happy
business.
Yeah.
is
Oh yeah,
he has a real soft spot for Job,
of course. As we all do.
as we all should.
So he mentions the rabbit again. Yeah.
I
So
like the fact that he wants him to take him out for a steak.
oh, I'm so hungry. Use a steak right now.
Right, baby.
I could use a
dig.
steak right now. Let's go get one.
Better brace yourself. Here come the motherfucking neighborhood.
Good old Job. So
Job
Job
had
is
some of the Job has the best lines in the series for
yeah.
sure.
He's I already hate it here. But Job is officially in Banshee. Boy, nothing good's gonna come from that. So the Yahtzee guy is in freaking witness
where I
protection,
get to
which
be whatever I want.
dude, I want pizza right now.
Like
Christ.
Yeah.
Curse these shows.
Curse you shows for showing me something I should have already done, which is to eat lunch, which we both apparently skipped. And I had coffee and you had alcohol, and both of those things are not conducive to diets.
And as you said, this is not the best witness protection. You have one guy guarding Brock, but in all fairness, too, these guys don't have a lot of people. They have a very small workforce. So
But
poor
even
Brock,
so,
poor Brock's. I don't want to fucking be here right now. Someone's knocking on the door. Who is it?
it's
Uh
just that
oh.
he locked himself in this hotel room with only one way in and one way out.
Yeah,
That's not very good from a tactical standpoint.
What is it?
boy. All right. Well, at least Brock's got his gun out. He's ready, and he's like, "They're here for you." Oh boy, you're screwed. I'll try to share when it comes up and know what happens next. But it's
And
like, wait
standing
for
right in
it.
front of the window. I mean, come on, man.
He's like, are you?
Yeah, he's definitely not just fucking with you.
What they do? They blew out the goddamn wall. And right here, to their credit, if they wanted to, these guys easily could have killed Brock.
That's true. That's true. Good point.
That's what I say. I don't mind if you have rules because you know what? It's like, yeah, you're breaking the law in a sense too with Brock, dude. If they wanted to, son, you'd be dead. Well,
Yeah.
that's what some post credit.
So,
We'll
are
see what
we? Is
happens
there
next.
is there a post credit now?
I'm
Are you
expecting
under
it.
the impression that there's a post credit scene in every episode?
You know what we're gonna find out? It says because right now we have 1 minute and 12 seconds left, and I'm
Okay.
assuming there's gonna be. I mean, so far
Okay.
the first 3 episodes has been post credits. Why wouldn't there be?
Okay. Well, I didn't get one.
I'm gonna keep waiting. So, yeah, good episode. The hardest episode so far to share because of all, all the goddamn sex scenes.
Yeah, nothing. Definitely like a softcore porn episode for
Yeah,
sure.
but
But yeah, good kind of plot heavy, hard to follow. Episode 3, which was very lean and tight and had, a great
yeah,
plot, a great fight scene, and a great, just a great dynamic throughout. And of course, it being one of my favorite scene or one of my favorite episodes in the whole series, if not my favorite.
yeah.
But yeah, definitely a good, a plot heavy. We kind of know where all the characters are. We finally get Job is in Banshee, so that's
Ah,
pretty
see,
cool. Oh, okay,
post
we
credit
do have
scene.
one. Okay, well, I don't have that.
We get the Kai. Ooh, he's pissed.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Just, hey, you know
All
what?
right.
Kai taking a shower screen with that manly tattoo. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah. They've made their first big move against Kai Proctor.
Yeah.
They've got the suspicions going of Sheriff Hood. Now Lotus has always had his suspicions. Maybe not so much Siobhan, but definitely Emmett, the black deputies kind of wondering what went down with the rednecks that he let go. We've
Yeah.
got a little bit more plot with uh, Anna. She's obviously still not over Hood. She came to see him with the necklace in tow that
Hmm.
he had given her in the flashback scenes, but was perturbed because even though she was getting her back blown out by her husband twice that day, she was not happy to see a booty call leaving Hood's loft over
Yeah.
at the forge. And we've got Sugar has laid down his ultimatum. If he's going to continue being the Alfred, he wants to have a less Alfred role and he wants to have a more
Yeah.
active role in whatever heist or whatever thing they're doing next because his pension at the forge is not covering it. I
Yeah.
guess
Wants a piece of the pie.
wants a
So,
piece of the action,
but
so
you
to
said
speak.
overall 4 episodes. It was I still like it. I mean, it's hard to top three because three is the fucking creme de la creme, the
Yeah.
best. But still, but it's not like it. This is not a bad episode. It's great.
No, no, it's good, and
Yeah.
we almost made it kept it under an hour. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
we're still learning, guys, so just bear with us as we go through
yeah.
this series, but, I mean, I gotta tell you, man, it is such a great palate cleanser after that shit show that was Justified Primeval.
Oh
So,
boy.
like, no stinkers at all in this series so far is,
Yeah.
are we gonna get one? We might. I don't know. I can't recall a stinker, but there might I mean,
Yeah.
very likely there has to be, but,
Mm,
so far so good. I'm extremely
yeah.
happy. And I
Okay.
hope you
So
guys are enjoying watching it with
yeah,
us.
and I love this new format, and I have to buy something else because I'm out of Clay McGregor. Shit.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get me a quick nap in before I go
Yeah.
work
I'm gonna get
security tonight at the bar.
I'm gonna get some pizza. So
All right, fair enough.
all right, man. So
Stay toxic, everybody.
yeah, I'm get ready for work.